You look very nice. Cute. Look at it. Oh my god. Thank you so much for doing this.
We met in New York City through Coffee Meets Bagel, a dating app, and we had a lot to talk with each other, and we were good friends. I felt we had a lot to talk to each other, and then we became very close to each other, and we built a romantic feeling to each other, and we met in 2020. July 4th. And since then, I felt Chandan has been my close, like my family in US. And he is one of the most trustworthy person in my life. And he has always been there, up and down in my life during my 9 years life in US. I built a very strong trust in him. I can share my feelings with him, and I can tell him almost everything that happened to me. And I just felt that he is such an important part of my life, and I couldn't let him go in any case. And I really want him to be part of my life forever. Yeah. Oh, he has a lot of good qualities. He's very funny. He's very easygoing and very flexible. I know, like even before I introduce him to my friends or families, I already know they will like him and love him because he's very easy to be loved and to be liked. And he always brings fun to people. And when I'm upset or when I feel down, he has his way to make me laugh. And he's very reliable and a responsible person. And he always, he's very kind also. He not only shows kindness to his family or friends, but also to people that he is not that close to. For example, he always remembers his roommate's birthday even, and surprise them with birthday cake, which is something I wouldn't do, but he would do, even though they are not that close to each other. So I really like that part of him. And he's very responsible to his families as well. He plans trips for them and takes care of them when they were traveling. And I really like that part of him as I can see him become a good father and a good husband.
साध जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। बल्ले जियो लागी लड़ बन्नी गैया जियो गैया पागने जागे वाहे गुरु कृपा कियो।
जिंद निमाणी साथ मोहे सोना दियो सद चित निर्मल मन मोरा कियो मोरा कियो मोरा कियो नवाचार संग साथ दिया लावा जिंद हयात दिया लावा
आसनं पाकरे दशत्वष्टाभिजानमग्रे वेदाहमेदं पुरुषं महान्तमादित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् त्वमेव विदित्वाति नतिमेति नान्यः विद्यते हनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते कोई उद्यान बगीचा हो खाली हो गया दूसरों के घर में नहीं जाना है आपको बिना काम के किसी के घर में भी आपको नहीं जाना है आज तो मुझे इडली चावल खाना है लेवा दो दे आओ नहीं करना है जो भी खाना है उसके अनुसार आपको बना के देगा ओके तो माँ हमेशा खुशी ठंडा रहेगा हमेशा हंसते रहेंगे गुरुजी बच्चे को भक्षण कौन करना खूब
have to give money to us. Yeah. Only dollars. We accept dollars. Only dollars.
और देखो ये गलत बात है I don't have money ओके जूते तो लेके आओ
पहले पैसा फिर जूता मामा जिन लोगों ने छुपाया है वो है ही नहीं ये लोग फ्री में के पैसे ले रहे हैं
कौन है अरे पहले जूता में दिखेगा तो तुम जाओ पैसे लेंगे
दोनों को छुपाया कहाँ रखना है थाली बस ये क्या पकड़वाना है चाची जी आप पकड़ लो
We met through a dating app called Coffee Meets Bagel. And I think it's just a regular New York City dating story where you kind of tend to meet a lot of people. But then when I was looking at her pictures, there were two things that struck me. One was that she was vegetarian, and
Pescatarian.
yeah, pescatarian, but like her preferences were vegetarian most of the time. And the other thing is she had like a picture in, I think it's called the Glass Hunan Bridge, and that was the picture that I really liked. And if I have to like look back and think what made me really attracted to her, was that picture. So that made me really curious to know about her story. And from what I remember, again, it's been maybe 4 years.
Maybe for 5 years.
5 years, yeah. So from what I remember is she was taking a lot of time to answer questions. She was curious about things that I wanted to share, and that kept the conversations going. And I think I also remember during the early days, it was maybe our first or second date. She got me a gift because it was around my birthday, and I was actually surprised at that time because we had just met twice, and I think she got me chopsticks and maybe like a cup, if you remember, like a teacup or something like that. A bowl, yeah.
A spoon.
Yeah, a bowl, spoon, and a chopstick. That made me feel like, oh, really, she really cares about me. That's why she would get me something like that. So I think for me, that was the beginning of, okay, if someone cares for me, I want to care for them, and I want to, have more conversation, get to know them more. So that's, I would say, how the story began. Like, you can give your perspective.
So I remember one thing really that has deep memory in my mind was before we met in person, we actually talked for 2 weeks. And even though we haven't met, we actually had a lot to talk about. And I think one thing really connected us a lot was there was like 36 questions being answered by a couple, or like people who are dating, or like we both were very persistent in finishing it. It took us a couple of days, like couple of nights, like we were calling each other, but that really helped us answering the questions. I feel like that kind of like we have a lot of similarities. First of all is we both were very serious in like doing one thing and getting it done. And also when we were answering questions, I feel we both were really taking it seriously and being genuine to each other. I think that was a very good start for me to feel safe to get to know that person deeper. And through the interaction that he had with my friends, and I saw the interactions with he and his friends, I felt he's a very genuine and trustworthy person. And back to how I was interested in dating him was, I felt he was very handsome on the picture he put on the photo, very thin. And then that linked to a funny story that when we met, he was still thinner than now. Like I don't think he needs to do a lot now, but he kept saying he needs to lose weight, and he kept telling me that after we were dating 6 months, he said, just wait me 6 months, and then I will become like that picture. But now it's close to 6 years now. He is still telling me 6 months. I'm just laughing about it. In the beginning, I trusted a lot. Now I'm not. I would say other things, if he say I'm going to do it, I trust it. But now with his losing weight, I'm not trusting it. But you're good, don't worry.
I think speaking honestly and being an Indian and knowing how Indian weddings work and how early it happens for anyone, like I started looking for arranged marriages when I was 25 and I'm 33 now. So it's as simple as in that 8 years, my parents were tired, frustrated, and they would be fine if I would marry anyone, even a table. So they were pretty okay at some point that, okay, as long as he's getting married, they were okay with it. And when they met her for the first time, at least when my brother and my sister-in-law met her, they really liked her. When they talked to her over the phone, they really liked her. They could pick up that she's very soft, she's very kind, and I think, which she is. And I think those are the things that my parents really look for. I mean, in India, they would say, get someone sanskari, but I would say from like a Chinese perspective, she is that sanskari person. So, which I feel like that probably just gave them enough trust to agree and move forward with this.
For you, how is it?
I feel my parents, they have been pretty open to me, and first of all, going to US is already kind of opened up their mind because I'm their only daughter. So basically, they are allowing me to have my own life. They never really, they never really told me to not dating an Indian guy in the very beginning. And when things get more serious, my parents just want me to think more about the future and how the two families going to connect with each other. But I always know Chandan is a very trustworthy and loving person. Like I shared earlier, I know even before I introduce him to my friends or families, I know his personality. People will like him, and people will enjoy spending time with him. So that's what I have always been telling them. So, and they trust me a lot in terms of life decisions I make, like living in US, working there, staying there. So I think they also, I didn't have much struggle like he did, to persuade my parents accepting him, we're getting married. For that I really appreciate my parents. Because where they are from, it's not a very I mean, it is, people are not there are certain society expectations around where my parents live also, so they kind of broke that also. So and I know it's not easy for them come all the way from China to India. There are a lot of things that are different, and they are willing to do it for us, just because they understand it's a blessing from Chandan's family, so they are willing to cooperate with us and do it. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, I feel Indian wedding is very deep and thick in culture, and I feel really amazed by how deeply that even nowadays people are carrying so much deep culture, in terms of the ritual and all the decorations and the people. I know not only bride and groom's clothes, wedding clothes, but also every guest, they put a lot of effort carrying their own culture and attend new couples' wedding. This is something has really lost in Chinese weddings. We still carry part of it, but very small. So experiencing all of that just makes me feel how amazing this country is, because I know China and India were both the great countries, the old Asian countries in the world. But in terms of the young generation, even nowadays people, how they appreciate their culture, I feel like in that aspect, I really appreciate and feel lucky that now I'm like part of an Indian family.
Chandan, do you have any wish to, any wish, future wish? Just look at her. Say something.
I mean, more than a wish, I would just say that this is a journey that we're gonna go together on. It might not be that easy. It might come with like a lot of laughter, fun things, difficult times. I would just say embrace it how it comes, because there's everything that happens for a good reason, but everything that happens can also be looked at from a positive perspective. I think that is a way of life that a lot of people live, and I'm really excited to spend our future together wherever it is. We have lots of plans in the works, and we want to see how those things work out. So I'm excited. I mean, it's not really a new thing for us because we were court married for a while, so we have planned a lot of things, but now is the first time we are moving into an apartment by ourselves, so there's a lot of new things coming up, and I'm really excited.
Before that, can I add on one thing about the question you asked for Chandan when he saw me with the bridal look? When I saw him, so what came to my mind was like all these years when because we both went to the country, to US by ourselves, we both didn't have families around. So what made me feel emotional was I feel really lucky that we have families who are willing to make so much effort in putting a wedding together for us. It's a great blessing for us. And I know when we go back to US, we're gonna be alone again, but I know what both families love will be around us. So that makes me feel emotional. And I'm very happy that since we met each other, not after a long time, Chandan has been a family for me. Not only a friend, but a very, very important family. He's not only my boyfriend and now my husband,